Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight Contest Edition. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at Jailbreak, created by mrcthedj. And here they say, holy moly, Jailbreak, action coaster contest entry. Description for Q-Line. Once a thriving industrial town, it is home to one of the largest commercial prisons in the world. The prison is a co-ed and group called Simply, the Rebellion, has grown over the years and chosen today to launch an all-out strike on the prison and the town surrounding it. In your desperate attempt to escape, you find the warden's steel-plated, heavily armed motorcycle in a hallway behind the cafeteria. You jump on the bike and take off, members of the Rebellion cheering you on. As you head into the streets, find that the rebellion has spread across and are actively at war with the police, the National Guard, and apparently black helicopters and tanks. You will race through the various parts of town, including the gentrified neighborhood with the coffee house and library, through the red light district, across the murky moat designed to trap anyone trying to escape the prison, over Death Island, where failed escapes have been buried over the years. You will race by the trailer park. Do beware, there are still meth cooks here, and their trailers occasionally explode. You will experience the rich townhomes owned by the men in charge of the penitentiary, which is across the street from the tent city, where homeless members of the community have built their makeshift shelters. You can creep through an old abandoned amusement park before racing through the parking lot of a strip mall, and coming in for the home stretch near the town's affordable housing towers before deciding things might be safer inside jail than outside of it. Be on the lookout for exotic animals left behind when a collector fled town to avoid prosecution for having pets that are illegal in the United States. The warden's motorcycle is capable of knocking out vehicles 5 times its size, so don't be afraid to take on the authorities yourself. Notes: apologies for the queue. I wasn't able to spend much time on it as I would have preferred. Thanks to Tommy T for the inspiration for this coaster. Thanks to the following workshop people that I used, and the honorable mentions are on the workshop. Thanks for providing an interesting challenge. This is obviously my first contest. I just started playing the game. I'm confident you'll have plenty of comments to look forward to. Mr. C. Boom. Quite an introduction, and as you can tell, the queue was lacking, so I'm glad he addressed that. Hopefully the coaster is better than the queue, so stay tuned and we will find out. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are at the coaster station. Based off that description, this is going to be awesome, right? The queue is definitely lacking. We're looking at the coaster here. You can see the stats on the right-hand side. So, I mean, that description was insane. I suspect big things out of this. So let's find out. And you could have used a motorcycle. They have those. But we'll pretend we're on one. So we came back to prison because life in the outside world isn't very fun anymore. Oh my god, that was great. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I definitely think it was jam-packed full of action. It's what I wanted from the action coaster contest. Lots of animatronics, lots of flipping cars, lots of explosions and sound effects. Just craziness, absolute craziness. I do think that the pacing was a little bit odd considering we were supposed to be running from the cops. We just made our break. We're kind of like meandering around this park a little bit. We're like, oh, let's go this way. Let's come back. Let's go back. Let's go this way. Let's slow down and take it easy and take it real slow through this area. Stop for a little bit. Just stop and smell the flowers. Evil Mart, I don't know what it is about this section here. It reminds me of the first time I played, like, I think it was Fallout 3 when you went to the, what's the mart called in that game? Jeez, why can't I remember this? Yeah, the first time I came to the parking lot with a big mart in Fallout 3, I don't know, it just gave me big Fallout 3 vibes for some reason. It has something to do with the saturation on the camera, I don't know. But, yeah, I like this area for some reason. It's really cool. But yeah, I think it had everything that you needed, but then like as we were trying to escape again, we're like, like, I feel like we should be going a lot faster on a motorcycle. But I understand that you're like trying to time everything and you want to get the pacing right, and that the coaster might have been a little bit shorter. Maybe you just needed to give yourself more room so that the coaster could go faster, have space to time these things out. But it's a pretty good effort, a really solid job here. Definitely screamed action coaster contest. You captured the spirit of the contest, and that's what's important here. Definitely one of the top contenders of this bracket. I can think of a few that I really liked, but this is definitely one of the better ones in terms of capturing the spirit of the contest, having a lot of action and all those fun elements. So you did a good job. The queue definitely needed help, and I was definitely going, oh god, this is going to be a bad one. And you know, the queue is very important because anyone watching this, stepping in here, clicking on the video, and they're just seeing nothing but walls while I'm reading that description. It's a tough sell. When you're watching this for 2 minutes straight, you're thinking, oh my gosh, if just as much effort went into the coaster as this queue, it's not going to be very good. But that's not the case at all. So it is important to have a good queue if you're going to do a good ride, and I do think the ride was good. So at least you made up for it. That's what matters at the end of the day. Sure, a bit of a sloppy introduction, but hilarious backstory, the craziest backstory so far, and the coaster matched the craziness. So really good job to Mick, or just call it Mr. C. Mr. C on Jailbreak. Really cool creation. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below for this creator. And that is going to do it for me in today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.